Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. What? My like some of them nothing for do. Sometimes you just gotta not give. Hey beauties, it is your favorite inconsistent queen who is trying her best to be consistent, Jessica Nicole. And as you guys can see, I am starting off with nothing on my face. My brows are halfway done, and these brows are very full today. I don't know what they got going on, but once I finish my face, I'll do my thing because I literally just cleaned them up. So, anywho, in today's video, you guys are getting ready with me, and in this get ready with me, we're just gonna chat. So basically, if you do not follow me on Instagram, then you do not know that I am starting a series that I'm calling Back to Basics. Basically, what I am doing is I am bringing back the old school YouTube. I want to teach again. I want to teach you guys how to do everything from brows all the way down so that you are able to at least do a everyday glam or a go-to look. So I'm going to teach you guys everything I know from brows all the way down, and I'm going to do a video on each one instead of doing a full out video. This is basically our intro video to the entire thing. So anyway, stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Rednote. And again, enjoy. So there was just a couple things that I wanted to go over before we get into actually doing the tutorials, because I need you guys to remember certain things when it comes to makeup, because I feel like everybody gets intimidated or feel like they can't do it when it's something that everybody can actually do. First things first, there are no not none, because there are certain rules that I do abide by, but to be real, there's no real rules in makeup, just because makeup is not one size fits all. You literally just go with the flow. Everybody has different ways of doing their makeup, so yeah, it's what works for you and what actually you feel comfortable with. With that being said, I must say that there's no like specific order of doing your makeup. Now, me personally, I like to do my brows and my eyes before even touching my face, because I hate fallout. Now, some people like to do face and then set their under eyes and do their eyes really quickly and then move on. I like to do eyes, face, back to eyes, finish face. So yeah, mine may seem unorthodox to a lot of people, and to some it may make sense. Another thing that I will live by, and is a rule of mine, technique is way more important than your brushes. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have made things happen with brushes that I won't even use, especially like weddings. I always end up having to use something that I wouldn't even use on the norm to make happen. Another thing that's important is sanitation. I know some of you girlies say that your brushes work better when they're dirty. That's in your head. You can catch so many things from a dirty brush, so I honestly do not believe that you should be using any dirty brushes at all, because yeah, sanitizing your brushes is super important, and that's something I've lived by since I started doing makeup. So just as much as I say sanitation is important and technique is important, skincare is important as well. For some people, it's going to take some time for you to understand your skin, but skincare is super important. I always tell people to make sure that they are hydrated underneath their makeup, meaning their skin. Skincare is super duper important, because that is your base, before your foundation. All of that stuff is really important. One thing I will say is learning your undertones and learning your eye shape is really important. Now, I will say all brands are not the same. Some undertones may pull different. Some undertones may look different. It's all about testing the product Because, baby, there's products that say they're neutral golden and I'll try it and it'll look too red on me. There's products that will say they're golden and look too yellow on me. Baby, you just gotta learn and test. And that's where I say samples are your best friend. Don't let them play you in them stores, or you purchase, and if you have to return, you return. But samples are your best friend, because honestly, if you sample the product, then that's fine. And you'll know better if this product works for you than for you to go purchase a $40, $50 foundation and come to find out it's not your shade, or you don't like the finish, or anything of that nature. So it's like, samples are your best friend. Don't let them talk you out of it. There's no specific way of applying your makeup. Literally try them all. Try them all. Try them. Go somewhere. And whichever one where people are like, oh my God, I love your makeup, that's the one. That's the one. And I'm telling you the truth. That's literally how I figured out what's the best way to apply my makeup. Try underpainting. Some people really like underpainting. Try low contrast makeup, high contrast makeup. Try all of that stuff. See what works. I will say trends come and go with makeup, but try them all. You never know. Everybody's eyes are not the same. Everybody's face shape is not the same. Everybody's undertone is not the same. All of this comes with research, because once you learn all of those major things, such as the eye shape, a face shape, and undertones, you're unstoppable. And once you learn your face shape, then you'll be able to learn the placement for your face shape. Me personally, before I used to put highlight on my chin, and I realized that it made my chin look longer. So I stopped highlighting my chin, unless, in this case, my foundation is a little too dark. Then I would do it totally different. Do not give up on a product on the first try. There's products that my initial reaction to it, I hated it, and then I continued on using it and I was like, I love it. I.e. this NARS Laguna bronzer. When I first used it, I was like, oh no, I pick up too much. I can't. And then I got to really using it and I realized that this is bomb. I would say give it 2 tries, and don't get tricked, because sometimes products will trick me where I'll use it 2-3 times and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, and then I keep using it and I'm like, it is that bad, and I got tricked and I keep on using it because I thought that it was good when it really wasn't. The thing that is important is your lighting. Lighting is very, very important. Unless you have like your go-to routines, like your go-to foundation routine, your go-to this, your go-to that. You know, those things are workable when you already know what you're doing. But if you're in a position where you don't, lighting is important. You'll end up just doing things that you naturally would not do if you were able to see your makeup better. Another thing, when you are trying products in these stores, because these stores are dark as God knows what, try to keep it on if you can, and go outside in the sunlight and see how it looks on you, because they be lying. I move a little bit fast, but I'm gonna tell you this, take your time. Blending does not take 2 seconds. It may look like it may seem like it, but it does not take 2 seconds. It actually takes time, especially something like eyeshadow. How do we feel? Do we feel like $1,000,000? I think I do. Trust yourself. It's hard to say, right? But it is just makeup. You can wipe it off. You can start all over again. When I first started, there was one time where I put a wing liner on and I just could not get it right, and I kept wiping until my eye was freaking raw and I had a scab. One thing I learned when I was working in Morphe is that everybody believes that they need a brush for every single step in their makeup. As somebody that does have a brush for every single step in their makeup, but that's because, you know, that's just how I am. You don't have to, right? That's just something you probably want to do. But babe, when I'm in a rush, or if I forget my brushes and I'm on vacation, like forget all my brushes and I'm on vacation, or even if I'm doing a client and I don't have every single brush, baby, one brush will have multiple uses. Okay, and there's no specific use for a brush. I've used brushes for multiple different uses and they all work. Once you begin your journey with your makeup, there's 3 different looks that I tell everybody when I teach them how to do their makeup that they should be working towards. One is your everyday glam, or like your 15-minute routine. That's usually what I start you with when I do teach you your makeup. The second one is your go-to glam, the simple eyeshadow look that you could change colors up on every time and your face beat down. Go to. Why? You're gonna have moments when you're in a rush. You're gonna have moments where you don't know what to do with your makeup, or this is just your thing. Who's gonna stop you? Who's gonna say, oh, I saw her do this foundation routine a million times? So what? It's your foundation routine. Have a go-to glam, have an everyday glam, or 15-minute makeup. Trust me, that's all you need, because you can switch up the colors and it'll still look bomb. Okay, so I went ahead and finished my eyes off camera. I did mascara, lashes, and I lined my waterline, and I just did a little something with my brows. Anywho, speaking of mascara. For my girlies that wear lashes, I know we love better than sex, but if you are putting lashes over your natural lashes, your mascara does not have to be expensive, just as long as it's not one that flakes. Stop spending all that money on a mascara that you got to throw out in 3 months. Yes, 3 months, because makeup has expiration dates. That goes into my next one. Makeup expires. Please look at your product because it tells you how long the makeup is supposed to last. After that, garbage. Okay, the higher the price of the makeup does not mean the better the product. I use both, high-end and drugstore, and I love both. One of my favorite, well, it used to be my favorite foundations was drugstore, the Infallible. Love it. Love their concealer. Favorite concealer to carve out my brows and to put on my lid as a base. Favorite concealer. It's gonna be harder to try drugstore makeup. You're literally gonna have to buy and return, but it's worth it. We gotta be saving in this economy. Somebody says a product is good does not mean it's going to work for you. I've seen products online where I want to try because they're like, oh, this is so good, it's great, I love this product, and I try it and I'll be like, this product sucks. So do not hold your be mad because the product doesn't work for you, because the product is probably not meant for you. I don't know how I missed this, so I'm gonna have to go back to eyes. Understanding your eye shape will help you a lot because it will help you to understand what brushes you need. If you have a lot more lid space, of course, you're going to be able to get wider brushes, bigger brushes, whatever the case may be. If your eye lids are smaller, if you have hooded lids, I highly suggest getting smaller brushes, smaller detail brushes, because it helps you to blend better and you'll be able to fit a lot of things and understand your shape a little bit better. But that's something that we'll get into more towards the eyeshadow videos. You can wear any lipstick you want. Lip liner is your best friend. But all in all, in this video, I wanted you guys to understand that it's your makeup, it's what you like, it's what works for you because you're wearing it. that's that. I'm just telling you these things because, one, if I can help you, I will. Two, these are the things that are kind of needed in order for you to understand how to get a good base and how to technically, I guess, treat your makeup and your brushes, because those things are important. So now that we got that all out of the way, are we ready to learn? Are we ready to do beat downs? And I want to tell y'all, do not be afraid to ask questions in the comments. There's no dumb questions. I'm literally trying to get every one of you to be able to at least do an everyday look by the time we're done with all of these videos. If I can get y'all to get a full glam, I did my part. But if I can't, I tried. We're going to get you there. God got us. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram, Red Note, and TikTok. And I'll see y'all in the next video, because that's when the real tutorials start.